Oh, so you are. And these would be Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang.
That's right. I'm the first.
March, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
You're the one getting excited. My first detective.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. One moment, please. Jingyan! Give me the photos!
Coming. Stop yelling. Thanks for waiting. These are the Outworld travelers who were sighted in the location specified by the General and the Master Diviner. This was 2 days before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We'd like you to take a look. Do you recognize any of them as a threat?
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh. I see. What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Which one? Let me see.
I thought we talked about copying people.
I don't have any concrete evidence, but I think he's worth checking out.
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
Locha. His name is Locha.
That's right, Locha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary contraption. It had a funny name, something to do with coughing. It was pretty conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
A coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Shenzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
Huh. I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on the Xianzhou is squeaky clean.
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Luofu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Locha's line of work. Is there something up with him?
Not necessarily, but I have my reasons for wanting to investigate. What was he doing in the days leading up to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection?
That's complicated. Come with me to the Foursquare Mirror. It'll be easier to explain. Exalting Sanctum is one of the Luofu's crucial central cities. The higher-ups are very concerned about security issues here. That's why there are so many Psycranes stationed in the area. Locha arrived on the Luofu a few days prior to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Up until the day before the resurrection, there was nothing suspicious about his behavior.
I figured it out! The day before the resurrection, he... Oh yeah, I guess. You're pretty smart. Sometimes.
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day. The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Psycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before was badly affected. We will, in due course, but we can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple interrogations. So, if you feel this Locha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
How should I put this? He just looks kind of...
Mr. Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to judge a book? Exactly! Huh? Well, wait, that's not the point!
Sorry. What I mean is... it's difficult to explain, but My instinct tells me this... apologies. I realize this is personal speculation.
That's all right. Instinct is an important part of any Realm Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right, and there's usually a reason for it. I'm with you on this one. Be that as it may, as an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
No! What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare Mirror. Jingyan, you'll be...
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Not at all. Make sure you don't leave the commission. Just help them check the Cycrane footage. Keep me updated on progress. If you find hard evidence, I'll be there in a flash. One thing, though. Don't approach him. If you make a discovery, contact me first.
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
Don't worry. The Express crew keeps its promises. We...
Jingyan, over to you.
Understood. This might take you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
I owe you two an apology. My speculations have gotten us into a delicate situation. I'll treat you to some Xianzhou delicacies later.
Yeah, right. Anyway, since when did investigators shy away from... I did want to say something, though. I don't think Mr. Yang is the kind of person to make a judgment based only on instinct. Gut feeling.
It's not something I need to conceal. As you know, there are infinite worlds in this universe that can be similar, yet different from each other in various ways. The same is true of the people on those worlds. That's why it's possible for us to run into individuals on multiple worlds who share an appearance, but not a personality. For all we know, in some faraway world, March's adorable face might belong to an intergalactic pirate.
Hey! He was just giving an example. I'm the
However, in most cases, their fates will walk a similar course. I've seen two people who looked almost identical to this Luo Cha. They were not of the virtuous persuasion. That's why the moment I laid eyes on him, a chill ran down my spine. March is right. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I can't overlook this. I don't want to force you into trusting my judgment, but...
What are you talking about? Of course we trust your judgment, Mr. Yang. Of course! Crew members are all...
I'm glad you believe in me, truly. But the problem remains. Will the Realm Keeping Commission trust a judgment based on this logic?
From a Xianzhou legal standpoint, the Realm Keeping Commission... It's not that we distrust you, Mr. Yang, but we cannot act on groundless accusation.
Of course. We raised the accusation. We will carry the burden of proof.
Hoo-wee! We may be new to the Xianzhou, but we're already investigating... Yup! I always dreamed of a head-scratcher like this. I've been familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery lately. I think it's safe to say I have the best...
You have good taste, Miss March. The Angler Mystery is a classic detective novel on the Xianzhou. I read it when I was young and dreamed about working in the commission. I didn't think it would be attracting new readers over 200 years later.
A fellow reader! But Miss Qingyan, the author, Su Feng, was the lead medical assistant in an apothecary, and the main character...
A number of reasons. This job may be trivial, but I have my reasons for being here. Plus, The threshold for the Alchemy Commission was too difficult for me.
Oh, I see. But your lives are so long. Shouldn't career change be...
I considered it once. That was a long time ago. The longer I stay in this job, the more I understand its purpose. Fighting crime, helping the weak, solving the problems no one wants to touch. It's a...
Wow!
Sounds like you really care.
I can bring up the data anytime from here. All right, follow me. As official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Cycrane system. We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look, this is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Exactly.
This is your forte. That's right. And you're the sidekick. Oh, what do you think? Sure. Which one do you... Let me see if this order works. Luocha exits the Star Skiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage, including the coffin. Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and turns a corner into a dark alley.
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order.
Nice work indeed. Where does this corner lead to?
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side. He may have left on a star skiff.
Why would he leave Exalting Sanctum via a secluded dock?
I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunsho Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of Divine Foresight. It's only used during invasions. That's why that gate is almost always locked. As far as I know, it's been locked for centuries, and only gets opened for occasional inspections.
The key question is, when did he leave? There's only one gate in this area, at least on the map. Miss Jingyan, does the remaining footage show anyone else entering or leaving this place?
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording. There's a lot that needs checking and confirming first.
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks so much. We'll be...
Your assistance in this matter is what requires gratitude. I'll get you what you need as soon...
matters are always...
Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the open area. I say all. A lot of it was lost.
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we use the same methods again?
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything. I'll do my best, of course.
Thank you. Did you find anything in the remaining footage?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha's appearance here. Luocha's nowhere to be seen, though.
Huh? Isn't this a scene from the Angler mystery? Shush! You're being annoying! I'm not kidding! This is straight out of the book!
Now that you mention it...
I'm not sure I follow.
The Angler's origin story, of course! He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the Tea Society. 2 agents in dark clothing wait for him to be alone and then poison him. The drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth. The Angler gets younger and turns back into a child. From there on out...
Family matters are always tricky.
It wouldn't. In the book, the drug only de-ages the body. It can't repair damage to the soul. In other words, it's like molting. Not a true rebirth.
Hatching rebirths are specific to the Vidyadhara.
It's just a novel. Who knows if something like that could happen in reality? I thought of it as soon...
Sufang, the author, was a medical assistant in the Alchemy Commission. The medical principles of the novel are strictly grounded in reality.
True. If someone from the Alchemy Commission was suggesting it could be done...
So, March, what you mean is, the two...
What if a crazy Angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat?
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
Too bad, March. No de-aging, no Angler.
No, this is completely different.
The Psycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the 2 people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu. Maybe she saw something.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage.
All right, let's go! Time to interview the witness.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
I don't see the shopkeeper.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby. You 2 go ahead. I'll wait here in case she comes back.
Okay, let's go. Looks like Yinshu isn't here after all. Huh? A supernatural tales anthology? Sounds like a good bedtime read. Might stop me daring to run to the bathroom at night, though. A new edition after so many years? Looks like I made the right choice coming to the Lawfu. As soon as we've cracked this case, I'm getting myself a copy.
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
So she asked someone to look after the shop for her. Hey, mister! Are you manning the counter for the young shopkeeper of—
Huh? Young shopkeeper? You mean Young Shu?
Can... because we're asking...
I can tell you.
Pay you? What is this? You want...
Come on. No one ever tell you that information and intelligence?
This guy doesn't seem like the... in your dreams,
Yeah, same difference.
if you luck...
I'm not that kind of person. Come on. Yin Shu said she had a voucher for her food stall over in Exalting Sanctum. She wanted to use it before it expired.
500 strails! 500!
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
Are you Yinshu? The shopkeeper? Yeah, that's... You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk... Oh, That footage... I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around for a while. I was looking for a place to read. I found that empty area. It seemed like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging around. Something didn't feel right. So I left. Those two people left the same way I did. So you just happened to be going the same way. Did you see what the sorry. I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. All I remember is the two people in dark clothing. They smell pretty bad.
On the contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much. Still, according to the Crane recordings, Luocha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
My store? Spare Time Bookshop? You're sure he came to... Oh, that's right. I remember now, he did pay a visit. Oh, how could I forget? He came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback. Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was... After that, he just left the book on the counter and went on his way. I can't believe I'd forget something like that. I guess the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection the day after pushed everything else to...
So, what was the book?
The Angler Mystery. I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page. But since you asked about it... Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Luocha is a villain. How could he do this? Tearing up a book as well written as the If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're forgetting that the Realm Keeping Commission was initially investigating whether someone brought a dangerous... Dahao and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be. I think that by removing the page, Luocha may have provided us with a key.
I don't understand. What does tearing out a page...
That's all right. This is a bit of a conjectural leap. What I'm trying to say is, I think Luocha may have friends on the Luofu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
That makes him even worse! How dare he use a book that praises justice?
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage. We have no way of knowing exactly what he did because the Crane data was lost.
So, is this a debt?
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords?
That's more like it! New clues always turn up in the nick of...
Commission?
I think they just made things up. Where did Yunshin get to? I asked him to watch the shop while I used my voucher. He's often hanging around here. That crook cheated us. What? Oh, I apologize. This is my fault. I'll have a word with him. Hey, you're gonna take it? Oh, At the end, this is your hard-earned money. Thanks. Aw, that's so kind of you. Glad to hear that. Please come by. It'd be best if Mr. Cien didn't find out about this. He doesn't show up very often, but he's the manager here. Don't worry, we can keep...
So, we now know what time Luocha left the open area.
Nice! You found footage?
Yes, according to the Psycrane recordings, he left the area 2 hours after.
Strange. Why maybe he spent all his...
Oddly specific, March.
It's a shame no Psycranes are installed in that area. We still have no idea what he was up to. This Luocha is... I know Mr. Yang never wears his heart on his sleeve.
Remember, we're talking about different worlds here. However, I can't deny I'm a little worried that what happened to my home world could befall them.
How does he always hear us?
Well, I'm afraid I have some other business to attend to. Let me know if you need anything. You know how to reach me.
Thanks for the help, Miss Qingyan.
So, what did Luo Cha get up to during those missing 2 hours?
I think it's high time.
Oh? And
That won't be necessary, Mr. Yang. As the angler once said... It's too early to start field work. We must wait until my deduction is complete.
well, see...
Yay! Mr. Yang... Ready? Okay, here we go. Right. I'll be using the anglers.
And now
Quit messing around. I'm thinking. Oh, almost forgot about that title page. Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang. He must have gone through that gate up ahead. No way he would have stayed put in.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate.
You think that would stop the likes of Luocha? What kind of stuff?
you think a lock like...
Fine. I'll be me. You guys will have to...
Such a rudimentary lock. Easy pickings.
Even if Luo Cha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His villain friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them. Ready? Okay. Right.
And...
Quit messing around. Oh, almost forgot. Next up.
But Miss...
You think that would stop the...
You
Fine.
Such a rudiment.
Even if Lotcha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His villain friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
Now that I think about it, something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military airfield?
Because, well, we're too law-abiding to understand bad guy logic.
Hiding in plain sight, perhaps. Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And what's wrong with...
Ahem. What's...
We're trying to uncover what Lotcha did during those 2 hours. But even if he repeated this route 20 times, it wouldn't have taken him that long.
True. He must have had a tougher journey than I had.
You're...
Why is the monster talking now?
You know, just...
Nothing major.
Turn it up! There's always a weakness.
You can fight it, or rock with it!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Lend me your strength.
This song's for
Entered
you.
the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Keep up!
I'll see you off.
Time for the main event.
Turn it up. Lend me your strength.
Keep up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
You chose the... The dead return!
Time for the main event.
Turn it up.
Monster layers and black market spaces, I doubt the Lawfu has any of that. At least I doubt things of that nature existed before the Ember.
Is it really so far-fetched? We're already assuming that Luocha came here to sell the Stellaron to a bunch of... The Angler is both a detective anyway. It's not like we're gonna be able to conjure up exactly what Luocha ran into. Why not use our own
I suppose that makes some kind of sense.
I don't see any major plot holes.
I didn't expect this place to be so treacherous. I'll need to be on my guard going forward. I wonder, just who is... The buyer is waiting there. Time to head over.
Plausible.
Finally! Mr. Yang,
Stop right there. State your business.
no, that's Puar, the Tea Society.
Isn't Puar?
That's right! He's a member of the Tea Society.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Can you tell him to be less...
Oh,
Excuse me, sir.
Never mind.
I have a delivery for your boss.
Delivery? Ah, Yes, the delivery. The boss is waiting.
I wonder if Lot...
That's the code.
Take your time.
Puar takes the page and goes to find the...
Boss, this is the one. He brought the delivery.
I'll be the judge of that.
I couldn't think of anyone else to be Mr. Yang's boss.
This is our boss, Startaro Bubble.
So what? This is the...
Not before I see the money. I'm sure you understand.
Save it. Show us the goods first.
Easy now. The item in question is
I'm not sure Pom Pom is the best casting choice for a gang boss.
Puar, give him the money. Happy now? Ready to hand it over?
Be careful. Danger.
Yes, you will.
Oh, this was all going so swimmingly.
Selling a dangerous item to me makes you my accomplice. And I've got too many of those.
When it comes to minor details, March can be very logical. As for the rest of the story, speaking of which, when did I turn into an Arumaton?
That's Puar's little secret.
Huh. And there I was, thinking you gangsters still had some decorum. Don't get complacent.
Keep up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Your assistance is timely.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Lend me your strength.
Turn it up!
You chose the wrong enemy. The dead return!
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Keep up! Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it!
I'll see you off.
Not a scratch.
Nothing major.
Turn it up!
There's always...
Lance ablaze! Lance forward! Not a scratch. That's it. Let's rock.
You'll pay for...
Nothing major.
This battle is unavoidable. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Keep up! You can fight it, or
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Darn it! This isn't over!
Fights like these don't go unnoticed in Exalting Sanctum.
And so Luocha has...
That was...
Time for the main event. Turn it up! It's time. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
I'll see you off.
Time for the main feed. Lance at the ready.
Halt! Who go?
Uh-oh. His only...
Climb aboard, Luocha. Time to get out of...
So Luocha hopped on a stump.
So, who was
I'm not sure. No one gets left out of my...
March as much as, for example, if Law Cha took flight from the dock. Also, the dock is a military installation. The Cloud Knights would be on the scene at the slightest disturbance. How did so many last, but not least, even if Law Cha did encounter all of the troubles you described, it wouldn't have taken him 2 hours to escape.
You're right. You know what? Time for some field work.
That might be the best.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Excuse me, officer. We're looking for someone. Can you help us?
He's got blonde hair, and judging by the way he's dressed, I'd say he was...
An outworlder with blonde hair.
He saved our life.
Since when did we start sharing a life?
Backin', we're not rehearsing.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would this blonde-haired, life-saving outworlder bear any resemblance to our suspect here?
Oh, that's him!
Mr. Luocha, he rescued...
Can I ask when this rescue occurred?
It was the day before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We were planning to thank him properly, but in the aftermath of the Arbor incident, we never had the time.
Are you two...
Our clothing? Oh, I know what you're talking about. What a pair of clowns.
We fell into a ditch.
Wait, what?
There we were, looking for a spot to practice our new routine. We found a place, eventually. A little dilapidated, but nice and quiet. Shame about the giant ditch.
I lost my footing and slipped right in. My associate here, Fourth, yelled after me, "Don't panic! Fourth's got your back!" 2 seconds later, he landed on my back.
Unfortunately, the ditch was connected to a sewer outlet. We were covered head to toe in... Anyway, I assume that's why you
No wonder Yinshu said she had to cover her nose.
Anyway, thankfully, Mr. Luocha was passing by and dragged us back to dry land. It took all his strength, I'll wager. A thousand thanks, kind stranger. Without your bravery, we'd never have gotten out of that ditch alive.
No, sir. That if you ever need anything, and
even it's beyond...
That's too kind of you. It was nothing, really.
Nonsense!
Don't worry about it. You should head back home now. Take care.
No! We can't thank you enough!
Oh, one moment, both of you. That sewage could well contain harmful compounds. I'm something of a doctor. Let me give you a prescription. Make sure... There you go.
I don't know what to say. Sorry to trouble you. We'll...
Be careful on the back. Wouldn't want to find ourselves in another ditch now, would we?
Here, that's the prescription he gave us.
A paper flower? It's beautiful. Did Luocha make this?
That's right. He wrote down the prescription and folded it into shape.
A man of romantic sensibility.
The paper looks familiar. Can I open it?
Of course. We'd already opened it when we showed it to the pharmacy.
We were planning on handing it over to the Realm Keeping Commission. We suspect it's probably our best chance.
We can take it off you. We'll let you know when we find him.
Let me see.
What is it?
It's the title page of prescriptions on this side, but on the back there's... Huh? So that's what this is all about? Take a look yourself. The immortal spoiler? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I'm starting to think the Luocha we envision doesn't square with the real one. Would a villain...
So he paid for the book and tore off the title page to protect people from the spoiler. He must be a fan of this book too. Looks like the...
Indeed. And I've learned not to judge a book by its cover. Anyway, that's enough reflection.
Get going.
Garden of Gourmet. You...
Yay!
Noise.
I must thank Don Hung for his invitation.
This journey upon the Astral Express has been well worth my while. Interstellar warp jumps with merchants are often dull and rarely ever feel like an actual journey. The Astral Express. The Cloudstrider really was an eon of taste. Oh, forgive me. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm an interstellar merchant. My Xianzhou registered name is Luocha. I met an acquaintance of yours several days ago named Dan Heng. He invited me to board the Express should I have the time, and so here I am. Astounding. The retro design of this locomotive, the comfort of its cabins. If only our own spacecraft could be modified in such a way. Now that would be something. But on a merchant ship, load, security, and sterilization take precedence over creature comforts. What I mean to say is, comfort comes second to business. We generally use the company's mass-produced transport ships. Such a train can be likened to a solitary candle in the darkness of night. One may peer upon civilizations where strife, hardship, desperation, and sorrow exist seemingly in a separate plane of existence.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Household registration always takes forever.
Yes, you have extraordinary skills, and you earned... You rescued her from the Marastruck. I'd say she's for... If you go see her, I'm sure she won't run away. Here's the situation. Lady Bailu, the Videodora Dragon Lady, has escaped from the Alchemy Commission again. I'd say again because the Realm Keeping Commission has seen more than a few of her bad-tempered escapes. Not imprisoned, exactly. Videodora customs are somewhat different from Xianzhou native customs. Miss Bailu has incredible talents and is next in line to rule over the Videodora. It's normal that her people would want to keep a close eye on her. However, she also has somewhat of a free spirit. She always manages to find a way to escape her residence. A Dragon Lady isn't an official position. People address her that way out of love. The Videodora High Elder, on the other hand, is a position similar to a chief. It's been passed down from generation to generation. But only the Videodora that possess draconic features and inherit the dragon heart can be successors. And Miss Bailu is the Videodora's future High Elder on... The rumor has always been that she can heal the wounded merely by touching them and shedding tears. She also studied medicine in the Alchemy Commission. That's why her other title is Healerly. This must be your first time on the Xianzhou. It's a long story. The Videodora is one of the 3 races that established the Xianzhou Alliance. Their bloodline is different from us Xianzhou natives. The Videodora are born with great vitality. A gift of the permanence, as they say. That's all you need to know. The rest is irrelevant. It used to be the duty of the Realm Keeping Commission to go after her and take her back to the Alchemy Commission. But this time is different. Because of the Stellaron crisis, we're constantly short of manpower. Besides, even if we catch the Dragon Lady, we can't take her back anytime. I don't know if you heard, someone locked down the delves connected to the Alchemy Commission. Now nobody can get in or out. It's completely cut off. So... that's what I want to know. I guess she sneaked out before the delves were locked down. She might even know it. And those doctors came from apothecaries and other delves. I've asked them, and they don't have the slightest... I'd like you to help with two things. First, find the Dragon Lady and take care of her until the Alchemy Commission delves are reopened. Don't lose sight. The second thing might be a bit hard to understand. I want you to stop her from treating the Mara. Being stricken with Mara isn't like catching a curable disease. All the healer lady can do is slow the process. Take you short life species as an example. Do you consider aging a disease? Aging can be slowed, but it's still unavoidable. Just like being stricken with Mara for the people of the Xianzhou. Unfortunately, becoming Mara-struck is more terrifying than death. It's an inevitable curse in the blood of Xianzhou natives. Like I said, we don't have enough people. The Dragon Lady is smart. If we try to keep her in the Realm-Keeping Commission Chancery, she'll sneak out. Besides, it isn't a crime for her to run away from her residence. And even if it were, given her status, we couldn't exactly stick her in jail and throw away the key. The Xianzhou has long had other methods. When Mara's about to strike, the Spiritfarers and judges of the Ten Lords Commission promptly take the afflicted away. It's not something the Alchemy Commission should be meddling in. Mara is scary, but it won't cause any harm if you have it under control. We have the Realm-Keeping Commission and Cloud Knights here in Exalting Sanctum. More than enough to handle any eventuality. However, the Dragon Lady's Mara suppression could lead to Mara-struck falling under the Ten Lords Commission's radar. If we let her carry on, we'll have Mara-struck on every street corner. Seeing as we're already dealing with one crisis, we need to be extra vigilant when dealing with the Mara-struck. You're the distinguished guest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu Shen. As such, you'll also have the full trust of the realm. Oh, one more thing. There's a lot of suspicion surrounding the Alchemy Commission these days. If you discover someone from the Commission on the hunt for the Dragon Lady... don't fret. Looking after children is a pain, but as the General's distinguished...
Household regi-
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Lady Bailu, I told you to follow my plan. You draw attention when you use your powers, and we still have to take care of the matter at hand.
I was only tending to the sick. Besides, you weren't even here just now. Where did you go?
You know full well about my situation, Lady Bailu. If there are people from the Ten Lords Commission present in the plaza, then... Who are you? You're not a Ten Lord Spiritfarer. Why are you trying to frighten people?
I only Alchemy Commission for an official medical visit. There's nothing more to it, okay?
Easy, Lady Bailu. She's clearly not from the Alchemy Commission either.
Then don't scare me like that. Huh. Wait a minute. I've seen you before. In the plaza. I was surrounded by all those Marastruck. You rescued me, right? It was you! You came just in time! Vancia, you said you don't know the way from here, right? This girl's no pushover. She'll be able to help—
No, Lady Bailu. I don't trust her. Please leave us. Tell the Realm Keeping Commission that Lady Bailu is in the Alchemy Commission's care, and not to meddle in other people's affairs.
You two, stop arguing! I think there's someone from the Alchemy Commission over there. You! Help us hide first! We'll talk later.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile in the pool.
Skiff serviced? Look no further.
Lady Bailu, this...
Coming! Help us get rid of him, please! We'll have plenty of time to talk later.
I'll ask first and then decide what to do.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
You there! Excuse me. You're not the only one. Can you at least hear me out first? Have you seen a woman wearing an Alchemy Commission uniform? She was about the same height as you. I think we walk the same path, but it would seem she's hiding. Very well, thank you. I'll head over to the jetty. The opposite direction? Are you covering for her?
That'll take...
Leave it to me.
It's time.
That'll take now.
Time for some hardship.
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Who's next?
Time for a shot.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Time for some hardship. You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
So you are afraid of me? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from— Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I'm okay.
There's more to this Alchemy Commission doctor than meets the eye. I wonder if I can glean more clues from him. That's an Alchemy Commission doctor's uniform, all right. Dahao did say there was suspicion surrounding the Alchemy Commission. I'd better take this. I'd better take this. Or maybe that... That's an alchemy commission. Dahao did say. I'd better take this.
The ambrosial arbor.
I'd better take this.
The ambrosial arbor. It's humongous.
I don't believe in
Need your
ghosts.
extractor cleaned or your stars
Nobody dealt with? Does that... What happened? That man wanted a see? I told you that.
Thank you for helping us. But I'm worried you'll be...
Huh? Why were they looking for Miss Boncia? That can't be right. They must...
How is that possible?
How can I prove the doctor from the Alchemy Commission was looking? Wait a minute. Here's the proof.
Wait, I've heard of the Aren't they those crazy followers that worship the Mara Struck and the Plague's author? But Boncia's nothing like...
Lady Bailu, you promised you wouldn't tell...
Wanted her to treat the Mara Struck? Suspicious. Could she be a disciple of Sanctus Medicus? This is a prescription from the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Bailu, can you take a look?
The handwriting on this prescription is exactly the same as the one you gave to me. Boncia, are you really...
I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. And that doctor from the But... I never meant to... I made a deal with Lady Bailu before we escaped. We have an urgent task to complete.
I should ask Bailu what she thinks about all this first.
Huh? Treating wounds and diseases is one thing, but curing the evils of humanity? There I was thinking, someone helped me escape the Alchemy Commission because they genuinely wanted to help me. Enough. Being angry will stunt my growth. Let's put this behind us. I don't know much. If it weren't for those scrolls in the Alchemy Commission's Elixir Research Terrace, I doubt a long time ago, even by the standards of long-life species, the Xianqiu eliminated an organization that worshipped the Plague's author. Why were they eliminated? Because they held an incredibly dangerous notion. Xianqiu people wanted to be released from the threat of Mara and return to the stability of life and death. Yet the disciples of Sanctus Medicus believe that being stricken with Mara was a blessing. A natural evolutionary step in casting off the mortal coil. Sounds great, right? Well, only if you think becoming a monster devoid of all humanity is a good thing. That's why the Cloud Knights and Ten Lords Commission cooperated to eliminate the organization. But just because you can't see something doesn't mean it isn't there. It's like eradicating a sickness. Easier to do when the symptoms are visible. In hindsight, not only did the disciples endure, they expanded the organization and... The people of the Xianqiu have asked themselves that question. Thousands of countless doctors and sages have dedicated their lives to researching a cure for the curse. Tragically, besides a few theories, no one has come to a definite conclusion. In truth, nobody in this world can... When symptoms strike, the Mara Struck are quickly taken away by the Spiritfarers and judges of the Ten Lords Commission. I just wondered, the people of the Realm Keeping Commission do have a point. How should I know? It's not like commission members walk around with... Huh?
I'm sorry. I wasn't. I asked her to save my beloved. In return, I broke many of the Vidyadhara's laws, and the Alchemy Commission is. I don't have much time left. His name is Leon. He's a short-life species that requested. I used to think that the suffering of short-life species was nothing. But my heart. My heart ached when I saw him. It's something I never expected to experience in my lifetime. Falling in love with a short. That's when I thought of Lady Bailu. The dragon lady that can heal mortals through tears alone. But it would take 30 years for her to treat all those in need. I had no choice but to come up. I thought we would be fine after we escaped. I just couldn't find a way to tell her I was a disciple.
You've been nice to me, but you shouldn't have kept me in the dark. I hate when grown-ups hide secrets and only tell you
I'm already showing symptoms of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus regard the Marastruck as saints. They take all kinds of strange medicines to speed up the process. Since I met Leonmu, I realized that these saints are horrible creatures. Even if I were to become immortal, to not recognize him, to forget him, or become something that he... That's why I stopped taking the medicines and escaped. I can't let the disciples of Sanctus Medicus or the Ten Lords Commission find us. We need to find a...
You'd be a tool to miss it.
I'm Guang Da, an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If... If it's official business you're here about, you'll need to go to the Chancery. Hey, keep it down. You've got it wrong. That's not my ship, it's my friend's. My friend has a Starskiff travel permit and can help you leave quickly.
Just cut to the chase.
Yes, you can, but please keep it down. I can take you there if the price is right. I mean, my friend can take you there.
Bansia, your symptoms are getting worse. I have some
Thanks, Lady Bailu. I told Leonmu to hide in a Cloudford shipping container. I couldn't let... Because I promised Leonmu I'd bring him an elixir of immortality.
You know that's one of the...
Yes. But... I knew nothing about the treachery of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus back then. I only knew that people in the Alchemy Commission... I was wrong. It wasn't...
They were turning humans into...
Short-life species are expendable to those maniacs. They...
Hey.
That's right. Lady Bailu.
You helped me escape.
Thank you, Lady Bailu. I can't forget it. I must get there.
This is bad. She's starting to lose touch with reality. The soothing tonic might not work anymore. This calls for shock treatment.
How can that be?
Let her rest here for a while. I'll try not to move, Bansia.
But...
Nurse, get a hold of yourself. Doctor's orders. Can you see if there are any clues nearby? I don't think Bansia's... Leave the patient to me. I'm the...
Let's start with this area and see if we can find any clues nearby.
Stay still.
There was a day when all the other he said, I want to see the vast forests of Van Walk one day, and to make a dream I never had. Sometimes I'd feel like a century was a pointless, trivial blink of an eye. I wasn't interested in anything that had happened to me up to that. But the moment I heard Liamu's words, Liamu...
Sorry.
My lady, why do you...
It's true. I was born with a gift for healing. I've been studying medicine for as long as I can remember. Nobody's ever asked me whether I like it. Treating others is like eating and drinking for me. But I like it when someone gets better at...
It looks like Banshia's sweetheart was tracked by... I should go and tell Banshian.
What happened? No way. Do you know how bad your condition is? Don't worry. I'll find Young Mu and treat him. Send Banxia...
No. You'll help me. I have a favor to ask you. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you say that.
I caught sight of a lot of disciples in the area just now.
I'm a traitor to them. They won't stand idly by if they lay eyes on me.
Was that the way?
That'll take more than medicine.
Leave it to me.
It's time.
Don't mess with me.
Fine.
Naughty child.
Timely treatment.
Lance at the ready. What a headache. Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from... Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Lady Bailu.
These are waiting for us.
Lady Bailu, what?
There you are. Z clearly failed then. Oh, and if it isn't the Dragon Lady, trying to make a...
Blah, blah, blah. I've heard enough out of you already. If it's a beating you...
I'll deal with you in a moment, little girl. Men, take the traitor and make sure you get the list from her. It felt that way until you opened your trap. Where is everyone? Seize them!
Are you giving me an order?
You!
Karmic atonement.
A Ten Lords Commission judge?
Don't mess with me.
You know nothing of the weight behind survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
So you are afraid of me. Time for a shot.
Leave it to me.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
What a headache. I'll end your misery. Not nap time.
Lance at the ready.
This Ten Lords Commission judge packs a punch. But Bancia, you...
Shh. If she notices my symptoms...
Why are the disciples of Sanctus Medicus pursuing... I only see two of you, and you, girl, raise your head. You...
help us, Miss Judge! We only just managed to escape before the delves were locked down. Those...
Madame Shuiyi, the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been found in the southwest of Cloudford.
This place isn't secure. You should leave immediately. Soldiers, see them on their way.
That's the strangest judge I've ever come across. Bancia, are you...
I made it this far.
Let's go this way and see if we can avoid... There are Cloud Knights and disciples of Sanctus Medicus over there.
We don't have time for them.
There are armed villains up ahead. If you're not...
He's right behind that door.
But there are Cloud Knights stationed there. Hey, don't cause a commotion. Or the judge... Didn't we pass some soldiers resting on the way over here? You said it, not me. A spot of emergency treatment in exchange for some armor. Sounds fair to me.
Let's do it like...
Just tell them your soldiers guiding me back to the Alchemy Commission. They won't know any better.
Halt! What? She does. I heard the Dragon Lady likes to sneak away from the commission, but I never thought I'd have the...
No! I haven't finished...
That's right. You don't seem very well, soldier.
Don't worry.
I still want to play!
Access granted. Good work, soldiers.
Thank you.
How was that? Wasn't my acting amazing? Let me tell you, a performance like that requires a lot of temper tantrum practice. Hey, if I hadn't pretended to cry, you wouldn't have got through the sentry post. By the way, what's taking...
Why is my voice... Can you help me check? But... Lady Viola...
Don't thank me! It's my fault.
You can't cure someone stricken with Mara. Hey. Let's...
What should I do? serious imbalances of...
I just need a rest. Lady Bailu. Don't forget our
Stop calling it a deal! I made a promise.
I'm so sorry.
Enough talk. Here.
Thank you, Lady Bailu. But I can't fill the gap between...
We've arrived. Is he not...
He's cautious by nature.
But you already...
He won't show himself if you're here.
I remember. Let's go.
Monster!
Oh no!
That I'm on guard.
Fine.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Do you think she saw him? Grown-ups are complicated, huh? Let's keep heading in this direction until we find him.
Are you from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Or the Ten Lords?
That's right. I'm here to...
You're finally here. First, I was being chased by the disciple, but if Banshia sent you, then...
What do you think? Should we...
What?
It's true. She had to disguise herself in order to meet you.
How is that possible? Could you take me there? This is Banshia?
Hey! I know you're probably in shock, but...
She changed out of her original clothes, right? Ugh. There's no point in searching the body, then. Did she give you any secret boxes or letters?
Search?
You don't know? Ugh, she looked... The list of the names of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. With that list, I'd be able to blackmail the disciples into giving me the elixir of immortality. Or I could submit the list to the Cloud Knights to avoid banishment from the Xianzhou. That woman promised me countless times. In the end, I finally trusted her. But in the end, she failed at the most important hurdle. Of course not. I have more important matters in places other than the Xianzhou. Sweet. That was her wishful thinking. I wasn't interested in the slightest. No way.
Heal.
What?
Let me heal you!
Huh?
Great idea! Seeing as I'm due to...
Wait.
for the next 30 years, he'll hiccup uncontrollably every day. What? He deserves... That's the price he paid for my lenience, and it still wasn't enough. Anyway, do you know any good hiding places? I'm still on the run. Express? The Xianzhou is still in a mess. I better stay in Starskiff Haven for the time being. I'm sure there'll be fevers and headaches. Mancia asked me if I like treating people. Like I said, it's as easy as eating and drinking for me. I don't like or dislike, but this whole incident has made me wish I knew. Thank you. Maybe meet again at the...